Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Western Kentucky's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have...
Coming out aggressively. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Takes the handoff. It's Santiago. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Chanticleers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get him to crawl, and you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense is fortunate enough to cover it back up.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And as he throws, that pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to 50-yard field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll run the counter. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fired. He took a hit as he threw it. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, babe.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Takes the handoff. It's Santiago. Hard running there. He now has 53 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now they'll run the draw. Makes a man miss. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. Brings up
now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Willingham. He's run out of bounds, got a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up, coming the kick after that touchdown drive.
Western Kentucky, 7.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that side. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to receive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive line on the 2nd or 3rd and 1, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then
speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the perfect turn. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
The give on the counter. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped and turned out for the big play in the passing game.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, WKU.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. When you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive with that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, it's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Reads it, fires complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz them more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. The quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back.
And that pass picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got... Here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into a half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't a knock free for a fumble. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. Someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits to the upright, so it's 3 on the board. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hilltoppers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hilltopper. The DB saw it, and he thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did it. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Hey, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
It was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It'll be a draw. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say teams being out physical. I hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Chubb. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line. This defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Topper. Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their body jumps.
Man, the line getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Coastal Carolina, 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the Roberts team to knock down the return man. Coastal Carolina has the Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
They got more sacks than they groceries. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right in the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Quick handoff. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Let it bust for a long time. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third and eternity. Now the whole playbook is short passing game, long passing game, all of it's good.
You see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance. They control the middle of the field and stop it in the backfield on 3rd down. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackled there by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, man, I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it. And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play where it's quarterback dive. Whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
The Hilltoppers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Here's the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and making them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it up for 3-3. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down now. A nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Willingham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Snags it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Looking for a gap. It's Santiago.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Puts him in the spin cycle. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
To the air on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
It moves to second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of
You want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, but you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on the offense,